Now I know what you're thinking. The top 5 most requested features in Pokemon video games? What the crap? While Pokemon is a great series of video games across the board, there happens to be a ton of fan-suggested content. So today I'd like to discuss just the top 5 features I'd personally like to see in a future Pokemon game. Without further ado, let's check out a few. So here at number 5 we have being able to select a difficulty from the start of the game. Now I know there's this new challenge mode in Black and White 2, however, this may only be unlocked once you complete the main storyline, and therefore the difficulty may be too hard or easy for you and impossible to adjust at the time being. At number 4 we've got other options of transportation aside from simply biking, surfing, flying, and running. This is one I'm honestly neutral about. However, with all the accumulated money you've gotten on your journey, wouldn't it just be cool to go out, buy a car, and race around the region in it? I know this may seem a little bit far-fetched, but how cool would that be for a 10-year-old boy or girl to not only own a hot car for living large, but drive around freely? That'd be insanely awesome, and I'd second the thought if it ever got released into a Pokemon game in the future. I'm only talking about cars in a general sense. It could be anything as an alternative to get to destinations quicker and flashier. Yeah, for instance, before the Bike or HM Fly, you're stuck with measly running shoes that fail to take you places as quick as you'd prefer. Running would simply be tedious as well as frustrating at times, and the need for a faster alternative is a must. Number 3, autosave feature. Oh boy, this one is an absolute necessity. Many times I find myself playing for hours on end without remembering to save, and the game inconveniently freezes, making me lose all my data in that given time. This should be an optional feature in the options menu, set to save every hour or so, should you forget in the process of playing. This would be very useful because your data would much less likely be lost in an event that you forget to save and the game crashes. Don't you hate that shit? Number 2. This is likely the most discussed among players, a game featuring the option of traveling to every region we've encountered thus far. This would offer an unbeatable replay value, as a game this large would undoubtedly take tens if not hundreds of hours to beat, as well as the different feels of the gyms, Elite Four, as well as Pokemon you encounter along the way. What more is there to say? A Pokemon game that does this would likely be a video game masterpiece, surpassing every game released up to date. And finally at number 1 is my personal favorite, co-op Pokemon gameplay. Now I'm not simply talking about team battles over wireless gameplay. That's right, I'm talking about an adventure that can feature not 1 but 2 Pokemon protagonists, which can interact with the Pokemon world together, fight battles strategically together, as well as catch and evolve Pokemon simultaneously. This could serve as a one-player game, optional to include a second character for a variety of purposes, mainly to aid the player in battle and their overall exploration of the region and lust to become the champion. This would open up an entire new style of Pokemon gameplay, as it is one of the most requested features of hardcore fans and casual players alike. If Nintendo added this feature to their highly anticipated X and Y being released in October this year, it'd likely be the greatest Pokemon game ever seen. While it does seem unlikely that Pokemon X and Y will receive any of these new features, it is entirely likely that they'll one day become a reality for all of us fans to enjoy. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and come check out my uploads in the future. This is PokeFans123 signing out.